State Representative Jeffrey Elmore with your weekly session update for February 9th. Very busy at the General Assembly as always. Once session starts and all of the members here, there's always a lot of movement, but it doesn't seem that way right now to the public because you're not seeing a lot of committee meetings. That process is starting now. We are in the initial stages where members are developing their bills, developing their ideas, brainstorming, and now some of those ideas are coming out and we're seeing them in committees. We also had our first true floor session where there was open debate on bills this week. So from the meeting perspective, as a budget chair, we've already been meeting, looking at initial budget pressures that we will be facing in the biennium coming up. Revenue numbers aren't quite in yet. It's still a little bit early for that, and we've gotten an update from the governor's office that he is working on his budget, his version of the budget, and also waiting on fiscal projections. So all of that's in very early stages. We did have some Ed committee meetings this week, and also we had our first true debate on the floor, and a very interesting bill passed, House Bill 40, that was sponsored by Speaker Moore. This was a bill that was vetoed last session, and this bill stiffens the penalties for rioting and looting. In my opinion, a very common sense bill to stiffen these penalties to where we don't see what we saw a couple of years ago in our downtowns. The bill did pass the chamber 75 to 43, and that exceeds the veto margin is what we call it. So if the bill is vetoed by the governor as it moves through the process, we have enough votes, if all of these folks vote for a veto override, to enact this bill into law. The state of the bill now that it's moved to the House, it is sitting over in the Senate chamber to go through this exact same process. Very exciting press this week dealing with the Moonshine and Motorsports Trail. North Wilkesboro Speedway will be a part of the trail and have a placard, a site for folks to visit on that trail. Also Stone Mountain that is in our area will be on that trail. And so check out the Moonshine and Motorsports Trail on the Department of Cultural and Natural Resources website so you can see all of the different parts of the trails. Very exciting stuff there. Also want to talk to you a little bit about bills that have been filed that may be of your interest. House Bill 50 was filed this week, and I co-sponsored this bill. It repeals the pistol permit. This is a structure that was put in place under Jim Crow laws, and what we envision with the technology that we now have in place with the background checks at gun stores, that they are meeting and viewing all of the different criteria that needs to be for a person to purchase a pistol, that it is time now with the technology and the advancement in that we can go ahead and repeal the pistol permit that you're required to purchase from the sheriff in the county that you reside. I think this is just a common sense measure that will help our gun owners and their Second Amendment rights. Another bill that was kind of in the same vein that I co-sponsored is House Bill 49. This is Protect Religious Meeting Places. This is a bill that we have been working on, I would say, for the past 8 years. And basically what this would do is, let's say that you have a church facility that has an educational facility, basically a Christian school on campus. What this would allow to happen is that you can have people carry concealed carry during the church services. Right now this is not possible because that church facility would be considered educational property because there's a school on premises. So this is a very simple fix to help congregations that want to utilize folks with concealed carry or security for their services to have some additional protections. That bill was filed this week. Now in our other chamber, the Senate, they announced in a large press conference this week, Senator Galey, Lee, and Barnes, their version of the Parents' Bill of Rights. What this bill does is put into law and cites current law of basically what rights do you have as a parent with the education of your child? What rights do you have to view items? What rights do you have to get information that you request? And it clarifies all that. It uses a lot of existing statutes and puts them all in one place so it's very clear what role and rights a parent has in their child's education in our public school system. The large press conference took place this past week, and this bill is moving through the process on the Senate side. I'm not sure how the House approach will be, if we will take on the Senate bill and make adjustments, or if we will file a version of our own. I'm not sure about that at this point. A couple of local type things that I would like to talk about. In the Journal Patriot, there was an article dealing with this, and this is very exciting because I wanted to point this out because it deals with scholarship money. This is the Youth Livestock Scholarship, and one of the requirements of this is that you show your animals at the North Carolina State Fair. What this will allow, if you fill out the application to do this, there will be awarded up to 25 scholarships of $2,000, and then there will be one that is sponsored by the North Carolina Farm Credit that will be giving what they call the Premier Scholarship, that's $2,500. So for young people that are in Wilkes and Alexander that have livestock and have ever been interested in showing their livestock, this is an excellent opportunity to also gain scholarship money. If you want more information about this, look at the North Carolina State Fair website, and all of those applications would need to be completed by March 1st to set up the show at the State Fair and also apply for the scholarship. So that's an excellent opportunity for our young people that are farmers in our communities. Also something that I want to put a little plug in for that's at the local level. The Wilkes Republican Party are selling raffle tickets for All-Star Weekend for the race at North Wilkesboro. There will be 2 drawings for 2 pairs of tickets, so a total of 4 tickets with 2 drawings that are for the multiple day event at the North Wilkesboro Speedway for the All-Star race. The cost of those raffle tickets are $20, and if you see some of the executive committee of the Wilkes Republican Party, they have tickets. Also, you can find tickets at Andy's Garden Center, Call Family Distilleries, Dooley's Tavern, and Two Boroughs Brewery. They have tickets on site there. The cost of the tickets is $20 each for the chance, and there will only be 2,500 tickets sold, and there'll be 2 drawings. So this is an excellent fundraising opportunity, but also an excellent opportunity to get some race tickets to the All-Star Weekend to see all of the action that's going to be taking place at North Wilkesboro in May.